untouchable and the untappable. Her left, ready go. For excellence is shown. And Bill just steamed away from the governor. Bill, Drexel Hill, less than broken, simply joking. Simply joking leads him out to the silver moment day. Disco time for Parole Giroux. Disco time! Disco time! Disco time! Getting up to the Count Stakes. And Good Cheer is sailing clear to make it 5 for 5. Good Cheer in the Rachel Alexander Stake. Magnitude at 43 to 1. Wire to wire in the Resistar. The winning groom leading the 13 Magnitude. Partnered with Ben Curtis.
Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Happy Marty Gras. Here to make horse racing great again. Here to make horse racing great again in New Orleans. Great to be here with all of you. Next to Joe Christofek. We call him Joey Decay, okay? Joey Decay. Or Count Dracula today. Count Dracula. But I'm crazy for Cocoa Puffs.
Marty Gras got me out of my coffin. I saw my shadow. I'm not going to have to worry about any negativity with vampires today. The sunlight is not bothering me whatsoever. We are going to have a great day of racing here. We are going to make horse racing great again, like we know that it is.
All right, that's enough from you. Just signed an executive order declaring it Mardi Gras 2025 here at the fair. Never been done before. Never been done before. Mardi Gras 2025. Here it is. Executive order, Joe. Signed by me. Signed by me.
I have anointed it. It has been done.
It's Fat Tuesday here in New Orleans. Joe, depending on how you do with your picks, we might have to call it Slim Tuesday. I don't know. Fat Tuesday, Slim Tuesday. We might have to run that by Kilroy. Maybe even Blaze Bowman. We'll have to see. Good luck. We want you to pick a lot of winners.
Sure. Cue the music, everybody. I just need a can of blood from somewhere, please. I'm starting to lose a little bit of steam over here.
Looking forward to a
Can
great
you
day
help
of
with
racing.
that? Can you help with that, please?
It's,
Make it happen.
it's warm and windy. You can't even imagine how hot it is. You can't even imagine how hot it is. By the way, I gotta go. I'm gonna go meet Torpedo Anna. She wins a lot. She wins a lot. I gotta go.
When it comes to horse racing, you can never have too much information. With Twin Spires, you can place your bets with confidence. Whether you use handicapping insights, like our Brisnet speed ratings, prime power and past performances, the guidance of our experts' top picks, or just choose a name that catches your eye. Yes! No matter how you pick your horse, bet with Twin Spires. And now you can race to victory with Twin Spires tournaments.
Simply Spiked Lemonade. Made with real fruit that fell from its tree and rolled right into the party. Simply Spiked. Tastes like your favorite juice, now spiked. Now introducing Simply Spiked Peach. It's getting juicy.
Was that how I thought it was? Was that how I thought it was? That was incredible. Somebody left behind a Sharpie. Count.
I was a little afraid for my safety up here, but then again, I don't think I need to be.
Well, a lot of
I
security.
am
around
superhuman, by the way.
there. Oh, happy Mardi Gras. Fat Tuesday here in New Orleans.
Nobody's got a silver stake laying around, do they? Or a silver bullet?
Silver Bullet Day.
Silver Bullet
Yeah,
Day. That is a horse I will not
We're
be
talking
picking.
about the road to the Kentucky Oaks.
I will not be betting on Silver Bullet Day. That horse is not racing today.
It is officially Marty Gras 2025 here in New Orleans. We are underway. Your crew of two, Joe Christofek, Joey DeKay. I heard that as I joined the set here, also known as Count Dracula throughout the day. We've got an action-packed card here with 9 on tap. The weather's going to be a factor later in the day, so just keep this in mind between races. We start at 12:45, 25-minute intervals all the way through the finale. So we're moving the card up. We'll get done around the 4 o'clock hour. And then, of course, stay safe wherever you're heading after the races. But again, I hope you have an enjoyable day with us here today. We've got the Marty Gras Stakes to look forward to. Again, moving up the post time, so it'll be even earlier than printed in the track program count. Stoles and Turf Course, firm rail at 14 feet, and really looking forward to it. Some familiar friends like Ovray, Accomplished Girl, Speedy Traveler, and Big Trouble back in the lineup. Count Dracula.
I left the comforts of my coffin for this.
All right.
It will live up to expectations.
I think I heard the opening guest here on Fairgrounds today mention, hopefully it's Fat Tuesday, not Slim Tuesday, when it's so far as the Count's picks go here on Marty Gras. But it's been a terrific meet since kickoff for Jose Ortiz Jr. I don't know what Jose is wearing for Marty Gras this season. We'll find out. But there he is. He's doubled up Ben Curtis and Jareth Ludbury. What a season for Ben, by the way. He won the Busher over the weekend for Whit Beckman. We'll get to the leaderboard count for the Longines Kentucky Oaks. But Ben Curtis had a nice winner yesterday with a horse that was making her first start since finishing at Royal Ascot second to the Queen Mary. So she was out of the maiden ranks yesterday. Ben's winner to get him level with Jareth Ludbury. And then Jareth went from 39 to 40, winning the finale there with Tonteria. I think Count, your broadcast partner, Joe Christofek, had that horse on top. Then you've got BJ with 34 wins. Joe Sharp, a couple of wins in front of Brad Cox. You got the Hall of Famer, Steve Asmussen, Cherie DeVoe, and Brett Calhoun. What say you?
I am your friendly neighborhood vampire. 2 separates Joe Sharp and Brad Cox after his winner yesterday. Joe's got a couple of very live horses in the turf race coming up mid-card that we'll talk about in just a little bit. But, yeah, trainers race should come down to the wire, and got a lot of interesting races to talk about. The question, the wind, the weather that's incoming, John, hopefully speeding up these post times. We can get through all these races today and make sure that Marty Gras remains on the turf.
Brad taking a bite out of Joe Sharp's lead. It was 4 the other day, now down to 2 going into our racing program here today. As we were in meetings throughout the course of this Marty Gras morning, didn't have a chance to check out the rundown, but so we're going to kind of be on the fly here, Count Dracula, with our Tuesday averages. Let's take a look at those Horse Racing Nation average payoff. And again, this is going back to like Fat Tuesday of 2024?
I'm guessing so. I mean, I'm not sure how this applies to today's races, but we had a lot of long shots yesterday on a Monday, so I can tell you that. We had a nice carryover in that pick 6. Lots of big prices. We'll see what today holds.
All right, let's take a look at the first of the day. Happy Mardi Gras, everybody. We're in the throes of carnival season here in All Live Racing tomorrow. Ash Wednesday will be dark, and then right back at it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So having a great time here, Les Éléments Temps Roulés in New Orleans. If you're not here, hope you can join us at some point in the future, because it is just so much fun. We've got the pro sports here at the track, great thoroughbred racing, 153rd thoroughbred season well underway, and we're celebrating Mardi Gras 2025. And I did see that order declaring it Mardi Gras 2025 at the fairgrounds. So that was signed by our first guest. $5,000 claiming sprint to start off the card. Fillies, mares, 3 rolls and up, which have never won 2 races, a field of 9. Joe, how about the one or count? Gift Gorgeous, Jose Riquelme for Keith DeSormo. What does your scepter tell you? Is that the scepter? What?
We did discuss the racing card today. We are on the same page. We'll see how this plays out. But in the first race, I like the horse coming off the layoff, Gift Gorgeous, who has the rail draw, doesn't have much to beat in this spot, and should get a good forward trip from the rail post with Jose Riquelme. I'm looking for a pocket trip. The workouts, the videos that I've seen haven't looked all that great, but you don't have to be that great to defeat this field. So a Gift Gorgeous for me, hopefully a gift to all of you. And let's take a look at my pick 5
early
ticket.
pick 5, what do you got?
Let's take a look at that real quick. I'm picking Gift Gorgeous, but I'm spreading 5 deep. John, I'm going 6 deep in race number 2, 3 deep in race number 3, 2 deep in race number 4, and then the single is going to be an alternative single in race number 5. This is the number 4, Tambourine Star, 4-1 in the morning line. And knocking on the door, this meet hasn't broken through yet. Bigger ticket than normal here. We are celebrating Mardi Gras, $90.
Yeah, and less slim Tuesday than a fat Tuesday. Joe's 50-cent early pick 5 ticket going for the $90 play. Capped off in the last leg. You were on, was it the Tambourine Star to wrap up? Is that what I saw, the number 4 in the last leg count?
Yes.
Looks even better in person, by the way. Second race here on the card, a starter allowance sprint at 5.5 furlongs. Start to the 50-cent early pick 4, a field of 9. By the way, cheers to our makeup expert here at the track. That's Miss Terry, by the way, just pointing that out. She does a great job. Just to,
I will spare
keep
her.
that in mind for the future. Yeah, see, Miss Terry, it pays off. Second race, a field of 9. Morning line favorite here at 3-1. That's the 4, Hardly Able, Casey Fusabe riding for Alan Landry.
Good as anybody in this race, John. The form's good, 0 for 4 at Fairgrounds. This is a race where virtually anybody can win. I had to take a price. It's a Golden Palace. Ben Curtis riding in good form, off the pace sort with a decent pace to run at. Should be able to save some ground. Maybe the rail opens up like the Red Sea, Blood Red Sea. And Ben's able to get the job done at a price. But you saw in my pick 5 ticket how deep I spread in here. This is a very contentious, wide-open race.
Turning to the third of our Mardi Gras 9 here, coming up later today, Cardiff for the Stobulson Turf Course, the Mardi Gras Stakes. Looking forward to that. And again, horse players, all fans joining us here at the races. Great to have you with us on Mardi Gras. We are fast and firm, getting closer to the top of the noontime hour. And don't forget, after the 12:45 opener, 25-minute spacing between the races here will end around the 4 o'clock hour.
Yes.
Third race, it's a mile. First line finish for the mile. $10,000 claimer for the Statebreds 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races, a field of 10. This might be your count. I'll tell you what, this is going to be one of the best of your best costumes. Morning line favorite at 3-1 is the 8 Money Kingdom. Jose Ortiz leading jockey, 80 wins riding for Brett Calhoun.
Yes. Well, when a vampire comes out of their coffin and it's still light out and they see their shadow, that's a different kind of vampire. And I believe that would inspire a little bit of drama, and I'm hoping to catch some here with a price shot. This horse ran really well, 2 back to be 4 John, sprinting against beaten 20s. Last out ran 5th, but was 4 wide on the first turn. That was 1.70 miles. Cutting back in distance, Aubrey Green, Cynthia Morel, with a horse that fits well with his A game, I should say. 10-1 in the morning line. I'm going to take another shot with catching drama here in race number 3.
Yeah, definitely a price shot there in the mile. That'll be a first line finish. 11:57 here on the pre-race show. Happy Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday in New Orleans. John alongside the count. Race number 4.
This is blood. This is not, I know it's Mardi Gras. This is not booze. This is grade A blood.
Race number 4, a field of 9. We'll see who draws first blood here in the turf. The starter allowance for the 4-year-olds and up, about 1.16 miles. The counts wind up, and why not? We've got a carryover, little lanyap for our horse players here on Fat Tuesday. There you go. $19,860. So a lot to handicap for here on the card. We've got the Mardi Gras Stakes as part, the penultimate leg of the pick 6. Hoping to get fat. Again, not slim on Fat Tuesday count.
That is a carryover pool I can sink my teeth into. Take a look at a $36 ticket, mostly A's here. I'm going to go with a single in race number 5, the number 4. Talked about this one earlier, Tambourine Star, a key horse on the card for me. Race number 7, the number 2. Pinfire, John. I'm going to single. I'm going to try to oppose Discreet Mischief here. See if I can conjure up all my powers to defeat Slay That Dragon. $36 ticket. Can go a lot bigger to put forth a real attempt at trying to hit a very wide open and contentious sequence.
So Ride Off Jerry and Warrior Richard are your 2 to kick off the pick 6. And there's Joe's suggested $36 ticket in the 4th race. The starter turf about 1.16 miles. Again, the course rated firm. Turf rail set at 14 feet. We've got that nice carryover. Who's your top pick, by the way?
Right Off Jerry.
Oh, you're Right Off Jerry. Okay.
Yeah, and if this race comes off the turf, then Warrior Richard would be doubly dangerous. They ran 1-2 in that race back on December the 20th. And then last out, John, there was no speed in that race. 52-1. That was a race where Agent Creed and Breaking Alone ran all the way around the turf course in tandem. Right off, Jerry absolutely fired, but the pace was too slow. Horses in front of him had too much left in the tank. I think the pace and hoping the pace is a little bit quicker in here. Right off, Jerry. Can't write him off. Joe Sharp could very well run 1-2 in this race.
52-1. That's the most animated I've seen the count get here all show so far.
Those fractions,
you came to life.
Those fractions when I pick a closer will animate the count.
On to
Okay.
race 5 we go here at the FG. Race number 5 of 9 on Marty Gras. And again, bear in mind, if you have the track program, really draw a line through the post times because we're going to move things along. Again, after the 12:45 opener, 25 minutes between races. So we'll have those revised post times here in the State Bred Sprint. 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 3. A field of 8, scratch the 6, Chad's Flashy Ways. Tambourine Star, Brian Hernandez Jr. riding for Keith DeSormo. 4-1 for your top pick here, Tambourine Star.
Some people need coffee in the morning. I need blood.
I need coffee.
Cutting back in distance with the blinkers coming off last time, finishing third to Court Jester, who's been very good. And look at the other 2 horses. The horse has lost to 9 Part. FTW Slam was in that race. He's just lucky. And, you know, Carpus is a horse that's a need-to-lead type. Yaki's drive-through is a deep-out-the-back closer. And the horse I picked, John, is going to sit right in between them. Tambourine Star, I think, can wear down Carpus, hold off Yaki's drive-through, and get the job done in race number 5. But for these pick 5 purposes, I'm going to go 4 deep in this race. I'm going to go 4 deep in races 8 and 9, 3 deep in race number 6. My single here is going to be a horse that not many people will single. A lot of people might single Discreet Mischief. I'm going to single Pinfire, trying to slay the dragon in race number 7. Alternative single. If I can get that one to win with some long shots wrapped around, will be well worth that $96 investment.
Has the count ever gone to Parks in Philadelphia? Their signal's blood red.
No. I would do some damage there, though.
On to race 6. This starts off the 50-cent late pick 4. Starter about a mile over the Stolson turf course. Scratch the 5 Curls Night Out, and the 13 Man About Marie was entered as a main track only. Mike Stidham's got one drawing in. That's the 12 Peyrula. We know Mike loves carnival season here at the fairgrounds and in town, of course.
There's voodoo. There's cemeteries above ground. I am very comfortable in New Orleans. The count has spoken. Race number 6. On the turf, always practical, won a turf sprint last time out. I think is going to stalk the pace, stretching out here today. There are a lot of horses that want this race to come off the turf because they've got dirt form. Spun up, looked good last time out on the grass, but did get loose and lonely on the lead. Terabella is a horse that might be able to put him asleep on the front end, but I do like the 7 in here to make it 2 in a row, always practical.
Race number 7. Let's crack on here on the pre-race show. 12:03 in advance of the 12:45 opener, and then the 25 minutes between races. Keep stressing that because we'll be getting out of here earlier today with the forecast storms rolling into New Orleans. Race number 7 is Scratch the 4 Lucky Romance and the 6 Optical from the sprint. Nice sprint as a prelude to the Marty Gras Stakes.
Yes, and this is the comeback of Discreet Mischief, John, who's been training at pace, and we've seen several of these Payson horses come here to fairgrounds and run extremely well, if not win. Just a Touch is one that immediately comes to mind. Discreet Mischief has a world of talent, but a newly turned 4-year-old who only has 4 races under his belt, and he's had his ups and downs in that brief career. He might err, but Pinfire's been running so well, and this horse ran into a buzzsaw last out in Seaport Lane for Cherie DeVoe, a first-time starter running an allowance race. Looked like he was Stakes caliber. Pinfire ran very hard to the wire, just was second best. If we can beat Discreet Mischief here, I'm most confident that it would be with Pinfire, so I'm going to lean on him today and hope I'm right.
Count, do you have a favorite crew or parade here in New Orleans, or just those that roll at night?
Endymion.
At midnight? Or those?
Yes.
Oh, Endymion.
I like
Endymion.
Voodoo.
All right. Just
Coconuts.
Just checking. Race 8, Marty Gras Stakes. It's the headliner here today, marking the 82nd running of the Marty Gras Stakes, about 5.5 furlongs over the Stolwilson Turf Course. Again, kind of rematches here.
Zulu.
Ofray, 7-2, David Cohen riding for Chris Block. You got Accomplished Girl, Jose Ortiz, meet leader riding for the Hall of Famer Steve Asmussen at 5-2. Jaime Torres with the outside draw there, Speedy Traveler, that first Samurai mare. She was second last time out in the Bobby Kelly Memorial. They're coming back together, count for a Mardi Gras clash. A clash of souls.
And hopefully it plays out a little differently, or I will steal their souls. Last time there was no pace on in that race, and it was a merry-go-round, Accomplished Girl, and the Speedy Traveler. Big trouble with a huge close up the rail. The pace was 47-1 for the opening half mile for Stakes caliber horses. And I know the rail was out 16 feet, but the other fractions on the card were about a second faster for horses that weren't nearly as strong a quality. I like Big Trouble. If I can get just a little bit more speed to run it, I think this horse really showed what she can do last out. The price is going to be right at 6-1. Also think that Cupid's Crust didn't get a fair shot in the most recent effort. Cupid and I are enemies, but I will take what I can get in these races, and Cupid's Crush, I think, can shoot an arrow through the winner's circle at Fairgrounds here on Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday.
Should mention, by the way, since you might be able to tell, it's pretty breezy here on the Big Easy. In fact, a wind advisory looks like a backstretch tailwind, so we'll keep everybody up to speed there for the horse players, including all of your
Cape's
followers.
Going to come in handy today.
Yeah, you might need the cape. It's certainly blowing up the home stretch here at the Fairgrounds. Once they turn for home, they'll tackle this wind head on here at the FG on a Fat Tuesday in New Orleans. Last of the day, race number 9. Scratch the 2, Steve's Trouble, and the 6, Friendly Hint. You got Joel Dominguez riding the 7, High Adventure. A maiden sprint to close out the card that'll go off around 4 o'clock as the wind picks up.
Bella
Lugosi's got nothing on you.
Watching workout videos, John, I really like the way that my man Brandon trained back on February the 26th. Only gets 2 stars from Horse Racing Nation. Flat Out Fitz, who also had a really nice work, very fast from the gate. Also prominent here with 4 stars. But my man Brandon, like, really tight hold in that work on February the 26th. Let loose of this individual, and he just absolutely flew down the home stretch and around the turn. Second best of 81, and like I said, they took a big hold of him early. Looks like David T. Ray's got a talented son of Bobby's Wicked One here. My man Brandon, this is going to be the horse that I lean on a little bit. Other ways you can go in this spot, John, but we can say that about most of the races today.
And again, bear in mind, 12:45 post time for the first of the day, then 25 minutes thereafter from races 2 on through the finale. So race number 9, by the time we get to that maiden sprint, as we quicken things up, again, given the forecast, as we're going to get into the evening. And be careful whether, at the parades, joining us here at the Fairgrounds, wherever you're heading after the races, or maybe you're sticking around here. Of course, we've got the gaming at Fairgrounds. Just be sure to arrive home safely after we wrap up our Fat Tuesday racing program as we continue to enjoy the throes of Carnival before no live racing here on Wednesday. Longines, Kentucky Oaks, I think that's next. Leaderboard going in to this upcoming weekend here at the Fairgrounds. Seems it's Fat Tuesday, but we've got racing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's weird, ain't it?
Yeah, Drexel Hill, by the way, up there now with 57 points. Congratulations, Drexel Hill, for Whit Beckman. Won the Busher under Ben Curtis last Saturday there at the Big A.
Yeah, I would say the top, maybe even top 5 have at least given themselves an excellent opportunity to run in the Oaks with 43.5 points or more. The Queen's MG winning the stake in Florida over Lacara. Drexel Hill, you mentioned it, Whit Beckman's got 3 horses on the road, and it looks like she's the one that's in when the other 2, a lot more high profile, and Simply Joking and Her Laugh.
Coal Battle, what a great story. Juan Vargas has been riding here. Lonnie Briley, Norman Stable. It's a Coal Battle on the road to the 151st Kentucky Derby. As we take a look at the Derby leaderboard, you've got Citizen Bull, and then, of course, now look who's third there, Sovereignty. A lot of talk, of course, about journalism picking up that 47.5 points off an impressive win there, defeating Barnes, among the others, in last Saturday's San Felipe.
Yeah, Barnes, to me, lost nothing in defeat. He just got beat by a really good horse in journalism, and it's starting to get even more and more exciting, John, as we see these 50-point preps come to fruition. That was the first start of the year for Sovereignty, and I don't think he was fully cranked up, so he should have a lot of upside moving forward. Like you mentioned, great story with Cole Battle. Baffert back in the Derby this year has some legitimate contenders, so we're getting closer, and looks like the storylines are going to play out quite nicely.
Ash Wednesday, no live racing here. Thursday, Friday, 12:45. We'll be racing on Saturday. Upcoming road to the Kentucky Derby. We've got the European road kind of coming up in the spotlight here, Joey DeKay, on March the 7th. So just a few days from now, and then we'll wish our good friend Jason Beam a good call there in the Grade 2 Tampa Bay Derby.
Yeah, it looks like Chancer McPatrick is going to make his comeback for trainer Chad Brown, and I believe will be equipped with blinkers for the first time. I was a big-name 2-year-old who we've yet to see here at age 3.
Who let the dogs out? Count. Who let the dogs out? Saturday, March 8th. That's coming up. First race post time, 12:45. That's this weekend. So we're in the throes of Carnival. We're wrapping up, of course, as they start to clean up the French Quarter after the midnight hour. And no live racing here on Wednesday. And then it'll be bringing a lot of families out here to the races. The Wiener Dogs do. Looking forward to the Dashing Datsuns here this coming Saturday.
Yeah, wind's starting to pick up here. My cape's flapping around. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it, as we always do. Intermittently between the thoroughbred races, we'll have the Wiener Dogs. It was sloppy last year, and they didn't seem to care. So they've been training for weeks and months leading up to this, and who will be the number 1 dog, we'll find out on Saturday.
Twinspires.com mentioned Blaze Bowman. Of course, they do great work. Ashley Anderson, Abby Huffman seems to be enjoying the throes of Carnival.
Oh, yeah.
And some things. 8 times reward points. It's Fat Tuesday here at the fairgrounds. And then a feeder contest coming up as well, Count.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that feeder contest. The details. Yesterday, we had Matt Gum win with $386, John. The top 7 people qualified for the $500 buy-in coming up on March the 8th, the Tampa Bay Derby, Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge qualifier. Martin Cooper was 7th. He had $110.20. Mac Schempf was 8th. He had $1 left in his bankroll, and he got $100 for having $1 left in his bankroll. There were 38 participants, I do believe. So don't ever give up in these tournaments, because people are going to be, blanking out and so on and so forth. Congratulations to Matt Gum and all 7 of our qualifiers from yesterday. 10 tour points for Matt, the newly instituted tour, which ends at the end of March.
We'd love to hear from all of you on social media. Reach out to us on social media. There I am. There's John. You can reach out to me. Also Joe Christofek, a.k.a. Joey DeKay, a.k.a. Count Dracula. It's Fat Tuesday here at the fairgrounds. Social media-wise, I think it's going to be a fun day, Count.
Yeah, fun day. Hopefully you got some golf partners to play with.
Corey Lannery, Sealand. He knows I'm the club champ. Gonna go golf with Sealand. Until next time, Fat Tuesday here at the fairgrounds. For the Count, me, we're done. Have fun. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time to honor America, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Happy Mardi Gras. Good afternoon from the historic New Orleans Fairgrounds Racecourse and Slots. Hello now from the broadcast booth. Great to have you with us on this Fat Tuesday. Track announcer John G. Dooley. 9 races on tap. Partly sunny. Mid-70s on this windy one. Blowing across the track. There the live look. Fast and firm for our turf races. Stolson Turf Course firm and the turf rail set at 14 feet. If you have your programs close by, let's take a look at the changes and corrections on today's Mardi Gras program. In the opening Fillies Mare Sprint, there are no scratches and no jockey changes. Number 7, Runaway Samurai, 1 pound over. The listed program weight, all 9 run in the Fat Tuesday opener. In the second race, starter sprint, no changes, all 9 run. In the third, It's a Mile. Noting our 1 mile main track races start and end at the 16 pole. No scratches, no rider changes. Number 6, Rebind, add 5 pounds to the program weight. Number 8, Money Kingdom, 3 over. In the fourth, turf starts the dollar pick 6. Pick 6 carryover, $19,860. So a nice carryover here. And the pick 6, over $19,000. Scratch the 9, Uxmal, and 11, Release McCracken. Scratch the 9 and number 11 from the starter turf. Pick 6 carryover, mark it down as $19,860. Just as a note to our fairgrounds fans, we will be decreasing the time between races following the 12:45 opener, 25-minute intervals between races. So disregard the post times listed in your program. We will be speeding up the card in essence with 25 minutes between races, those intervals. Now race 5 is a sprint. Scratch the 6, Chad's Flashy Ways. Number 6, Chad's Flashy Ways has been scratched. 6th race starter turf, scratch the 5, Curls Night Out, and the 13 Man About Marie. Number 12, Payrula draws in. Payrula, the 12, will run. Scratch the 5, and number 13 from the 3-year-old Fillies turf. Race 7. Again, that post time printed in your program. That'll be run earlier here in the afternoon. Scratch 4, Lucky Romance, and 6, Optical. Scratch the 4 and number 6. Following the sprint, 25 minutes between races. Race 8 will have a revised earlier post time for the Marty Gras Stakes. There are no changes in the Fat Tuesday feature, the Marty Gras Stakes. Race 9 from our maiden sprint finale. Scratch 2, Steve's Trouble, and 6, Friendly Hint. Scratch 2 and 6, 7, High Adventure. The jockey will be Joel Dominguez. Joel Dominguez on 7, High Adventure in the maiden sprint, and that will close out the Fat Tuesday card. So partly sunny at this hour. Again, strong gusting winds throughout the afternoon. There's the live look. Blowing across the track now. Nearing the top of the 1 o'clock hour. 12:45 is first post. Main track fast, Olsen Turf Course rated firm. Turf rail set at 14 feet. We'll have the Fat Tuesday opener due off in 20 minutes time. Happy Mardi Gras. Make it a great day with us here at the fairgrounds.
know I'm supposed to eat this king cake with those teeth. I'm not your typical vampire. I enjoy human food. I can see my shadow. I'm not burning up in the sunlight. I am going to use all of my powers, the powers of heightened senses, to pick as many winners for you as I can here on a Mardi Gras at the fairgrounds. Happy Fat Tuesday, everybody. Got my pint of blood, and I am ready to go. Some people need coffee, need blood in the morning. Hope you're all enjoying yourself, and got an interesting day to bring you as we are going to shorten the post times by 5 minutes per race. Very windy conditions currently, maybe some rain coming a little bit later on. We're going to be out of here by 4 o'clock, hopefully in time to get through this 9-race program without a hitch, as we have the Marty Gras Stakes coming up as the featured race, the traditional Marty Gras Stakes. And after race number 3, prior to race number 4, we're going to have our own parade here at Fairgrounds. We're going to have plenty of throws, including these collector edition Fairgrounds beads, which I am proudly displaying. We'll be throwing these. We'll have all kinds of other throws as well. Again, between races 3 and 4, definitely in the paddock throughout the facility here at the fairgrounds. So let's take a look at some particulars with this racing card, as we do have quite a bit going on here. Festive Mardi Gras. Twin Spires is celebrating by giving you 8 times your normal reward points on any wager you make here at Fairgrounds through March the 9th. And again, that does not include show wagering. So any bet you make, you'll get 8 times the reward points. Make sure you do opt in when you play at Twin Spires. Also a feeder today, a $200 feeder. There was a feeder yesterday, and Matt Gum won it with $386. He turned his 100 into $386. Top 7 players made the next tournament, the Tampa Bay Derby, Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge qualifier, on March the 8th. That's this coming Saturday. Martin Cooper was 7th. He only made a $10.20 profit. And the gentleman, Max Schenth, who finished 8th, had $1 left in his bankroll, and he got $100 for finishing 8th. Also, Mad Gum, the winner, got 10 tour points. There is an ongoing tournament tour going on at Twin Spires through the end of March, where you can earn your share of $5,000. So lots of great things going on. $200 feeder being offered today. Make sure you take advantage of that. My A grid might be able to give you some guidance. Going 3 deep in a wide open second race and a wide open 8th race. That 8th race is the Mardi Gras Stakes, where there's some horses maybe you can hang your hat on, but I think it's a lot more wide open than the most recent stake that these horses ran in 4 weeks ago. My singles are going to be in race number 5. That's the number 4, Tambourine Star. That's an alternative single. Also an alternative single in race number 7, the number 2, Pinfire. Rhymes with vampire. I think that one can slay the dragon. Discreet Mischief making his comeback for trainer Brad Cox in race number 7. I'm going to go with Pinfire, though, to pull off the slight upset. Signature plays. Tambourine Star, my best bet in race number 5. That's a key horse for me in the early pick 5, the late pick 5, and the pick 6. We got a $20,000 carryover in the pick 6. Begins with race number 4. Catch and Drama, my live long shot in race number 3. Race number 2 is too wide open for me to take a 3-1 morning line favorite, although I do respect the chances of Hardly Able. Going to go against that one in race number 2. Big pick 5 ticket. Hoping to be alive after the first couple of races with a long shot or 2. 5 deep in the opener, 6 deep in race number 2. And then we narrow as we move forward. Race number 3, 3 deep. Race number 4, the 2 Joe Sharp trainees, Right Off Jerry, and also Warrior Richard. And then going to go with just Tambourine Star, again, a key horse for me in race number 5. All right, horses are in the paddock for the first of 9 races. Fast and firm. We'll see how the winds potentially affect the races here today. I'm going to go with Give Gorgeous on top. I saw that workout on January the 29th via video, the KTA website. Wasn't overly impressed by it, but you don't need to be overly impressive to win a non-2 for 5. Fillies and mares 3 and older, 6 furlongs. The maiden breaker came at Churchill, maiden claiming 10 May the 12th, going a 1-turn mile. Tactical enough to sit a ground-saving trip on the rail and hopefully outfinish them all. 4-1 on the morning line, a lot more inviting than the current 8-5 offering. But hoping that Gift Gorgeous provides us a gift here in the opening race and doesn't hand me a bowl of garlic following the running of this one. Take a look next at the number 4. That is Bikini Bottom, 14-1 on Bikini Bottom. 1 for 13. That victory came at Louisiana Downs off the turf in late May. That most recent race got compromised at the start, never was involved. The race prior to that, a distant fourth to I'm Singled Up. Now cutting back in distance and putting the blinkers on. And when you look around at the remaining horses in this race, I'm at least somewhat confident that Bikini Bottom is at least going to finish with some willingness. And that could put her in a place position, maybe even in the winner's circle. Again, tough to be overly confident about any of these here in the opening race as far as their ability to come through and run a big race of 14-1 on Bikini Bottom. The number 7, Runaway Samari. Good second here at Fairgrounds on December the 20th behind Ms. Rosie, who came back again to win after that performance. Runaway Samari lunged at the start, rushed up quickly in a catbird seat position, got a dream run, stayed on nicely to be second. Failed as the favorite in the subsequent start, but broke slowly and was hung wide. Same can be said for the most recent effort. Was hung very wide throughout from post position number 7. Draws post position number 7 again today, but you're looking at 21-1, not 8-5 or 4-1. Again, this game is all about value. Number 7, Runaway Samari. With this cape, I could definitely fly away. That wind is really picking up. All right, who else getting bet here? The 9. Try Best. Will she try her best today? Last 3 efforts leaving a lot to be desired at short prices, 4-1, 7-5, 7-2. No better than a distant third. Did lose to a monster for the level in Flight Control, who was always in control on February the 7th. Try Best was in good form earlier this meet, though. Second beat in 3 parts of a length and a 1-mile race on November 29th. It's Joe Sharp. He's chasing his first Fairgrounds training title. Began the day 2 wins ahead of Brad Cox, who inched a little bit closer the last couple of racing days with a win. Try Best up there at odds of 2-1, the co-favorite here in the opener. Move over to the 5-1, getting some play here. That is Tabor Time. Distant 8th last out, but that was a 2-turn turf race. Did show some speed in that Tampa race on January 1st before fading to 5th. That was an on-2 for 8. Should show a little bit of tactical speed in this one. This race isn't overloaded with speed. That could work to her advantage for Justin Johnson and Jarrett Loveberry. Number 5, Tabor Time, square price at 5-1. Number 2 is 13-1. Malley's Monsoon coming in from Delta. You're going to see a lot of Delta invaders on this card and every card moving forward now that that meet has closed for the season. Even effort to be 6th last out. Does have 3 lifetime starts here at the fairgrounds with a second to show for it. It's actually run some pretty decent races here. Gets a sensational jockey, and Emmanuel Nieves aboard the number 2 Mally's Monsoon. Maybe a little bit of a hunch play here under these windy conditions. Number 2 Mally's Monsoon at 12-1. Just to that one's outside, the number 3 Copper Crush. Dominant maiden breaker back on January the 1st. Claimed out of that race, hasn't been nearly as good since. Sliding down the class ladder from 20 to 12.5 to 5. Respectable performance last out, saving ground and racing evenly to the wire against that beaten 12.5 group. Number 3 Copper a Crush. Also getting a little bit of play here at odds of 5-1. Voice of Teddy Armstrong sounding stronger every day. Happy Mardi Gras, Teddy. Give Gorgeous for me here in the opener. Current 9-5 favorite. Not thrilled with that price. I was doing a little bit of price shopping. Bikini Bottom at 14-1. And also Runaway Samari at 21-1 are long shots that I am considering. Opening race here on Fat Tuesday. Festive time here in New Orleans. Hopefully more festivities throughout the course of the day in the form of not only some throws but some winners. Fast and firm here at the fairgrounds. Again, speeding up these post times by about 5 minutes per race. Good luck.
Happy Mardi Gras from Colonello's Corner here at the fairgrounds. Bugler Les Colonello bringing the horses onto the track for the Fat Tuesday opener. Filly's mare sprint at 6 furlongs, a field of 9. No scratches, no jockey changes. Number 7, Runaway Samurai, 1 pound over. Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, double pick 3. Opener starts the 50 cent early pick 5. Main track fast, Dolce turf course firm. Turf rail set at 14 feet on Fat Tuesday. Stepping onto the track on the windy one, 6 minutes to post time, 6 minutes.